And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Wilfred Reckner, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes. But you know,
Wait, hold up.
You got-
I got to
when
try
it's
this
time-
with
when
you.
it- when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I got to try
you
this
gotta
with
think of
you.
something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smizing.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Yes. Woo! I hope you guys are doing well out there, y'all. I hope you guys are having a fantastic and productive and wonderful Friday. Fantastic, tubular, amazingly dope ass Friday. Why? Because it's the freaking weekend, y'all. It is the freaking weekend, y'all. I'm so happy about this. It's such great news because we all get to chill. We all get to relax a little bit, get some time with our families, get some time to ourselves maybe, work on those projects, those personal projects that we've been working on, you know, and just kind of relieve some of that stress of the work week and relieve some of that stress of just the things that have been going on with this whole stay-at-home order, the whole social distancing thing, everything. You know what I mean? Anyway, I do have my brothers in the house. Let me get these guys up here real quick. We got my boy Jackie Buck and Tommy Boy showing hard. What's up, Jack and Tom? What's good? How y'all living?
How's it going, man? Just enjoying this little rainy morning Friday.
Yeah.
How about you, Tom?
Doing okay. Yeah, I had a little bit of problem yesterday with my router, but fortunately I had a backup router, so back up and running today.
Yeah, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that?
It was the worst. I woke up yesterday morning and I was rereading the news, so I'd be kind of familiar with it. And in the middle of it, my phone said there's no more Wi-Fi signal. So I walked out here and my router power button was just blinking. And I went online, looked to see everything there was to do about it. Couldn't find anything to do about it. So dug into my closet, grabbed the old Spectrum standard issue janky Wi-Fi router, but it still works. So back up and running today.
That's what's up. I'm glad about that. Jack, how are you?
Good, man. Just fighting little allergies, and everybody in the family's got a little something going on. It's just that time of year, and but it makes everybody on edge because it's just allergies, right? Right. Yeah.
Right.
No, it's just allergies. So.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm going to my go-to tincture. We got there's like a drink that we do if you're feeling bad, and you just crush a clove of garlic. You get some honey, some turmeric, some cinnamon, a little cayenne pepper, black pepper, and mix it in with a little bit of orange juice and put that down. So that's just like an immunity booster drink. It does not taste that good at all. The aftertaste doesn't taste that good at all.
It sounds delicious.
It does a body good. So.
It better do a body good. Dang, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jeez. I can only imagine, it does really work. You know what I mean? Does that really work?
It does. It helps. Like, we've had colds and stuff, and if you do that 2 to 3 times in a day for like a couple of days, like the cold's gone. So it's whatever is in fresh garlic and, all those, lemon juice and things like that. Fresh lemons are also in there. So, and then the honey's always supposed to be something that's good for you. Yeah. Especially local honey. But if you keep those things running through your veins, it's just like taking vitamins. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's incredible.
Natural vitamins.
Them naturals. Them naturals. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with that at all. You got to make sure your stuff is on point. But yeah, I've always wondered about those type of things, like if those things actually work, the cayenne
A
pepper,
Welch's
the
cocktail.
the wellness cocktail. I've always wondered if that stuff actually does the dang thing. You know what I mean? And
It sounds like it would open up your sinuses, if
Yeah.
nothing else.
And a lot of those things have anti-inflammatory properties.
Yeah.
So, that can help out with a lot of different things too.
Interesting.
Yeah, throw some Tylenol and aspirin in there, you're good to go. It's,
just sprinkle some crack on it. You know what I mean? Sprinkle some crack in it, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? It'll do everything. Anything's possible with some crack in it. But that's what's up, man. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Please comment down below and let me know if you guys are doing well. I know that we got people that are watching from Germany, from let's see, Hungary. It was a new one yesterday. Hungary, Germany, Hungary. Shoot, I'm like blanking on the places, but definitely comment down below. Let us know that you guys are doing well out there. We do have a very, very special family coming in at the top of the 10 o'clock hour. The Sua family will be Skyping in live from Vegas. I didn't know they were in Alaska. They lived in Alaska, right? The last time that they were on the show, which was about a year ago, which was really, really dope. And it was a beautiful, wonderful piece. They sang for us on the show. We talked about their viral video that went viral last year. And since that past year, they packed up and headed out into Vegas, of all places. Vegas, baby, Vegas. So we got the Sua family coming in live from Vegas, not Alaska. I want to keep saying Australia. I don't know why, but Alaska, of all places. They moved from somewhere really cold to somewhere really warm. So they're going to be on at the 10 o'clock hour, which I'm very, very excited about. Personally, since nobody's asked me how I'm doing good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? It's another day above this ground. We out here kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. I'm happy to be here on the show, talking to all you wonderful faces from all over the world, which is amazing, by the way. I love that. That's so exciting. That's so exciting that this app, this show can get out to more than just a few people, more than just the St. Louis area. This spans out to everywhere across the globe. And I've made some new friends in places I never even knew even existed. I'm going to keep it real. So it's an amazing thing that I've been able to, chop it up with some people and actually meet some new people, through this wonderful thing called the internets. You feel me? Anyway.
The World Wide Web.
That World Wide Web. Oh, well, Jack, this World Wide Web, something else, Jack. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we do have our Let's Talk segment of the day. So I'm going to throw that up really quick so that everyone can get the conversation going before we go into our headlining news, because we got some information on some sports and stuff. Sports! Anyway, we have our Let's Talk segment coming up at 9:30. And the question is, what's the freakiest thing you know one of your friends is into? In light of it being Freaky Friday.
Go get the gimp.
Yeah, go get the gimp. What's the freakiest thing? What's the freakiest thing you know one of your friends is into? That is the Let's Talk question of the day. So get the conversation rolling. Comment down below. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, please go follow us on the Facebook page, The Pascal Show, facebookpage.com, facebook.com/The Pascal Show. Go find our page, because I know some people are watching on my watch party on my personal page. Go over to that. Go click on it. Be a part of the conversation over in that world. Hit that like button, okay? And if you're watching on YouTube, to all my YouTubers, what's good? Please, if this is your first time stumbling upon us right now, go hit that subscribe button. That would mean the world to all of us. Anyway, let's go into this thing, because this is some interesting stuff. Michael Jordan. I don't know if you know this, but Michael Jordan is going to be having he is going to be having a docu-series that's going to be coming out. ESPN will be coming out with a new docu-series about Michael Jordan. And if you don't know who he is and what he looks like, that's what he looks like. That's Michael Jordan, everybody. I know there's a lot of kids out there like, who's Michael Jordan? I only know KD and now Kobe. May he rest in peace. But anyway, this is the man who paved the way for all the people that we love nowadays in regards to sneaker franchises and endorsements and all that. He's pretty much the one that started it all. I wanna be like Mike. You see what I'm saying? So, anyway, Michael Jordan is going to be having a new docu-series on ESPN that was planned to be coming out in June, but now it's being pushed up because of all of the seasons that have been suspended due to the COVID-19. So Michael Jordan is about to enter the spotlight once again, thanks to an all-encompassing 10-part movie about him that was supposed to premiere next year, but obviously it's going to be happening a lot sooner than we thought. While the documentary will give fans an unprecedented access to the former basketball superstar, Jordan is nervous about how people who view it might react to it. I mean, I don't blame him. So I really don't blame him for being nervous. So Jordan's nerves are not unfounded. He is, after all, the subject of many unflattering rumors and conspiracy theories that stem from his temper, his gambling, and what he's like behind the scenes. Now, I've heard a lot of stories about this dude, you know, even growing up, how his father had passed, why his terrible gambling issues, the whole nine. Now, all this is speculation. All this are rumors. These are theories, conspiracy theories. His father was killed. His father died. And there was a lot of, obviously, when he died back then, there was a lot of speculation that his father had passed because of his gambling debts. Like he gambled with the wrong people, that kind of thing. I've also heard I've heard rumors about him being a tyrant on the court when it comes to practice. Like that he will literally go in on people saying, if you don't throw me the rock, if you see me open and you don't throw me the rock, we are going to have issues. To the point where he's had, run-ins with other fellow players, the whole nine. So this is some really crazy stuff, but it is this is all going to be out here. MJ is going to be out here, y'all, and they're going to be making this documentary. And obviously it's going to be, hopefully it will be warts and all. Like we will see everything, the truth, not just, a little sugar coated, like, look how great Mike was. Look how great MJ was. No. We want to see the real Air Jordan, Actually, we don't want to see Air Jordan. We want to see Michael. You know what I mean? So I'm very interested to see this docu-series because, I think that's going to be one of the reasons why people go back and watch things on ESPN. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, he was, the idol that most kids had growing up. But all he did was win, and that's
no matter what. Hey,
yeah, I mean that's why everybody kind of flocked to him because he was a dominating force. I remember seeing images of him on TV that from that slam dunk from the free throw line. Like he has all these iconic images that are created from him.
Oh yeah,
but he was a relentless player who it seems like no matter what, he would win at any cost. And it didn't matter if it was against his friends or against like things that his family were saying, even against his own body.
Yeah.
It's like he had his trainers and stuff that would tell him to stop playing because he was at risk of tearing an Achilles or this and that. But like he would just say, what's my chance of doing that? 1 out of 10? Okay, well I got 9 out of 10 chances to keep on winning.
Yeah.
And it's, I imagine, at that stage of when we were living.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had such a following, and can you imagine if the internet was going and huge right now, like it is?
Have mercy.
Like, yeah, I mean, but back then he was a big star.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of money. So
He had a lot
went
of
to all
money.
the parties. He was at all the biggest events.
He's an A-lister.
Yeah, I mean,
and-
when you're at the top of the level, you get things taken down, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And hold on before we go over to Tom, real quick. Everybody who's watching right now, tuning in, please comment down below. Let us know what you think. We will read them live on the show as we speak. Everybody that's watching on Facebook, everybody that's watching on YouTube right now, please go comment down below and hit that like and that subscribe button on our pages. Anyway, now I see what you're saying. Like if there was internet back then, if we had the internets, shoot, man. If we had cell phones back then that had video capabilities, okay, video capturing capabilities, he would be, I'm sure, in a lot more trouble. There'd be so much truth out there in regards to the real Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like obviously there's a lot of people that are very lucky for being superstars back then, because you could basically get away with anything, and it's just like it only turns into hearsay or rumors, right? But nowadays, since everything is so internet based and so heavy, I can see a lot of people. I mean, I could see like say Kevin Durant was like huge into gambling, or he was, smashing too many girls or something like that. You know, some sort of video would leak out, like a Kevin Hart thing. You know, it would like some sort of scandal would come out for sure, or there would be a huge page of all these things like would leak out on those pages. Twitter would go off. You know what I mean? Twitter would go off like crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, Tom, what do you think? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's interesting. I grew up watching Michael Jordan like everybody else, and it's weird looking back on it because, St. Louis isn't really a basketball town. We don't have a professional team. I mean, we've got the Billikens, but that's about as far up as we go on that. But I remember watching Michael Jordan in the finals and in the playoffs with my family all the time.
Word.
Like we weren't really a sports family. We didn't watch, outside of the occasional Cardinals game. We didn't really watch much, but that was appointment viewing whenever Michael Jordan was in the playoffs or in the finals. It was just, even
the Bulls
as a
on?
non-basketball family, we watched that all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Jack, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I said it's like, are the Bulls playing tonight? Like it was
Absolutely.
It wasn't, and that's what everyone waited for, and they wanted to see what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Like everyone was waiting for the next great thing that he would do, and then like it was like every game, he did something, and everyone's like, oh my god! And then that was the next talk of the town for the next day.
Yeah. What I loved about it, first real quick, Deidre, how you doing? Good morning, Deidre. James, what's up, man? Keep the comments rolling down below. Of course, I'll say good morning and hello to everybody. But James said MJ always seemed clean enough. Extremely competitive, I've heard. And he said dad and gambling, like I said too. And yeah, Deidre said, it's natural to be competitive. He was greatness. And so I'll say this, like, you want to win. That's the whole purpose of you being in the sport and being one of the greatest ever in the sport, because you win. The losingest point guard ever or forward ever, you're not talking about that dude. The losingest boxer, you might talk about him because he's never won a fight. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. He's infamous for that. But other than that, you're not talking about how he was the greatest and how he dedicated his entire life to the sport, to the art, and watching Jordan play was like watching art. He was inspirational. He changed the game. He changed sports to begin with during his time. He's the one who's the foundation for all and paved the way for all these superstars now. You know, him and of course a couple other players, of course, as well. But you know, you got Jordan. I mean, you hear Jordan, you think of the multiple championships he's won. Chicago Bulls. He put Chicago Bulls on the map at that time. You know, and I wasn't really big into watching sports as a kid, but definitely when it came to basketball, I was watching because I wanted to see him. It was amazing. You know, so I don't blame him for wanting perfection on the court. So if he does come off like a jerk, if he comes off like an ass, I ain't mad at him because he wanted greatness. Now, if it gets to a certain extent where he's like really aggressive, like violent, because I've heard he can be very violent too. Like he will literally go and punch somebody in the face if during practice. If these are rumors, of course, but that he would go and punch the person in the face if they miss a shot during practice or something like that. And I know that he said that he's been saying, hey, I'm just trying to thicken some of these guys' skin because we're about to go into the championship, into the finals, and we need to be ready. We need to be ready for this stuff, you know? So I don't blame him for wanting to shake up his team and thicken their skin. I mean, that's what a leader does, you know? That's what you do. You lead by example, and two, you know, you show them what you want. If you want perfection, if you want greatness, you shake the greatness out of those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, definitely comment down below and let us know what you think about that for sure. You know, like I said, some of those games were absolutely phenomenal, and some monumental, like just epic moments that are still looked at as some of the greatest moments in basketball history ever. And it's all because of Michael Jordan. So I'm very, very interested in seeing this docu-series because I'm sure it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, he might look like an ass. He just might look like an ass. But at the same time, I'm like, as long as it's not like he was sitting there going, I was just doing mounds of cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like LT or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm doing mounds of cocaine. There's a whole bunch of hookers around in the practice room. Then we got a problem. Then we got to talk. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to be like, yo, MJ, let's sit down. Bruh.
Just do it.
Yeah. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, brother. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bruh. We need to sit down. Homie, what's up? I mean, congratulations on winning all those games, but real talk, come on. So, anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to be doing Let's Talk. So our Let's Talk question of the day is, what's the freakiest thing you know one of your friends is into? What is the freakiest thing you know of one of your friends is into? So that is the question of the day, and trust me, I'm sure we got some interesting things out there. I'm sure of it. So get the comments rolling down below. We're going to go into a quick commercial break. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
the Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this scrutiny. All of you people different to me.
Hey, take up in glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers, and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their selves and nothing unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range too. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out this show, please go click that like button on our Facebook page, all right? If you're watching on Facebook, and of course, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and crush that subscribe button. That would really, really mean a lot. I know a lot of people are tuning in and being a part of the show, which I really appreciate. It means a lot, guys. It really does mean a lot. So it is time for Let's Talk.
Now you've got to be kidding me.
He needs some milk.
And in Let's Talk today, the question for the day is, what's the freakiest thing you know of your friend? What's the freakiest thing you know one of your friends is into? That's the question of the day. So, I'm sure there's some crazy things that people know. So, oh boy, the things that we know, the stories that we could tell, I'm sure. So definitely comment down below. Let us know. Comment down below. This is the fun part. It's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. I just cracked like a mug. You know what I mean? But anyway, comment down below. Let us know what you think. What is the freakiest thing that you know your friend is into? You don't have to say any names. You just have to say, what your friends are into. Anyway, I'm going to throw it out to the group. Jackie Buck, Tommy Boy, Wataguan. What you think, man?
So, this guy named Pascal. No.
Oh, I dare. Go ahead. What do you know that I'm into?
No, I knew a friend in college, and there's a girl. She was dating this guy, and they dated for a couple of years. Well, he had been going to weekly band practices, is what he had been telling her, and then ended up at like the end of college before they were graduating. He's like, I can't hide the truth from you anymore. I haven't been going to band practice. I actually have been going to see multiple different dominatrixes.
Bruh.
And so for 2 years, while they were dating, this guy was going and like being like basically put into leather and treated like an absolute piece of S. You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I could not. The fact that you could sit there and, I couldn't. Nah. Sorry. I'm trying to put words together for this, and I can't. Like, I don't even know.
Full on different life, right? I mean,
yes. Completely different life. Completely, bruh. No, thank you. I ain't about that life. Thank you very much. And no.
But that's the freakiest thing I know about anybody. I don't know anybody that's like into feet or into that type of stuff. How about you, Tom? You know anybody that's got some?
Yeah. Similar to yours, but no, I was this is a while back when I used to smoke cigarettes, and I went to go visit my friend over at his place, and showed up at his place, and we went out onto the balcony and we're having cigarettes, and I'm looking down at this little piece of equipment on the ground on the balcony, and I had no idea what it was. But then like went inside and like on his counter there was like a leash and a collar. And I didn't really think much of it. I mean, this guy, used to have a dog. I didn't know if this was like leftover from the dog days or whatever. But after a while, he's like, "Oh God, I didn't realize I left that out." Well, It turns out the little piece of equipment on the balcony was a bondage S&M stockade.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and the leash and studded collar on the that were on the countertop inside were also part of the fun. So, there was like that long awkward moment there where I'm having a cigarette and I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, what the hell is that? Now, why it was on the balcony, I don't know if he was airing it out or like what the deal was.
Oh my
God.
God.
It was like, maybe you could put the bondage S&M stuff away before I come over,
Yeah. I remember seeing a Comedy Central thing. I think it was a Daily Show like episode, and where the guy was going out, and there's this like, I guess a giant of a woman, like where she's like 6 foot, 8 or whatever, and like is just massive. But people go over to her house to pay her just for her to like sit on their face, not naked or anything, just to like smother them, and like then she sat on whoever was the interviewer.
I can't even.
That was on Tosh, I think.
Or Tosh or something. Yeah, it was one of those. Something on Comedy Central. And but she's like, yeah, I don't know. People just really like it, and it's really easy money. So,
Oh my God. Well, at least she's honest.
Yeah.
At least she's honest about it. Holy cow.
There was another comedian that went out there and was talking about how when she was younger, she made money by selling her underwear, used underwear on the internet. And then like she started making so much money that like then she found out that people just like to be called and like talked to in a demeaning manner. And so she like made an entire life out of it, and never meets anybody, just ships off underwear and demeans people on the phone.
That's just like, you're a piece of trash, eat your garbage,
Tell me again.
Oh, that's crazy. That's terrible. Say that again.
You know anybody that's got some weird stuff?
Well, I do have a funny little story. I do have a story. So and this, I guess it's it's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's weird. F it. It's weird. So I had a story where I had a buddy of mine in college. It's over the summer. He was in this we did this summer program in college where it was like an on-camera acting class type thing, and he was like from Texas, really nice guy. He was very Chris Farley-esque, you know what I mean? Just big and comedian, funny, that kind of thing. Really physical, just really big. Anyway, he was like, yo, man, I'm staying, bruh. Like, hey, I just need help moving into this new spot, that kind of thing. I'm like, all right, fine. So I help him move in to his place, and he's got like this little like basement studio apartment. And so he's moving in. I'm helping him move in and all that, and we're taking some stuff out. I'm helping him unpack boxes and stuff. And I go into this closet, and I open up a box that's in this closet, and there's a fleshlight in the closet. And at first I was like, it took me a minute. I was like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? For a moment I was like, the hell is this? Because it was just this weird tube, flimsy thing. It didn't look like what they look like now. It clearly, but there's like little vibrating things on the side. Like, it just was really weird. And he goes, oh my God, what is this? And he just like tossed it out into the middle of the streets of New York, And I'm like, he goes, oh my God, he grabs, he's like, oh, I can't believe who would leave this here. And he just tosses it out of the apartment. And I'm like, well, man, that's really weird. And then, we moved on after that conversation, but after that, I was just like, that was a fleshlight. Huh. So that's how he gets off. Interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard, I've had friends that have like other, I've heard friends have other kinks, like, all right, I'm going into it. F it. Pegging. They like to get pegged. There's pegging, apparently. Pegging is a thing. Yes. I know a couple dudes that are into that thing. It's weird. I think it's weird. But it's not pegging. You know what pegging is. Come on, guys. No. It's Freaky Friday. F it. You know what pegging is. Come on, guys. No. Okay. All right. For everybody who doesn't know, pegging is when a girl uses a phallic sex toy on the man. Where the guy likes to be dominated, not the other way around. It's weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. But yes, pegging. That's what it's called. Pegging.
Pegging.
Yes, it's very weird. It's very real. And yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. You know what's weird is those people like I picture Pulp Fiction and I picture that guy in the basement of that house in the complete like latex suit with just like a straw connected to his mouth and literally in a box. Like there are people that are probably out there that are like that's what they do and that's what they're into. Like literal slaves to like a sex slave. And it's like what happened to them? Are they like I'm concerned. Like
yeah, there's can't really anyway, the whole situation of being that the S&M thing is a very weird. It's just a very weird realm. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a weird, especially if it's and I'm not knocking anybody like what their kinks are, what their fetishes are, what they like to get, how they get off, that kind of thing. Like, to each their own. To each their own. But it is very weird. It's just weird. I just don't get it. But that's just me. I guess when it comes to that, I'm very hetero. I hate to say it like that, but I'm very, wow, I did say it like that. I didn't mean it like that. Not sitting there saying that any guy that's into that kind of stuff is not hetero, but I guess I'm just, in the traditional sense, very hetero. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I'm boring. Maybe I'm that boring when it comes to what I like and what I'm into, but at the same time, it just doesn't make sense, that piece. It's just weird. Like I said, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is weird. We're talking about Freaky Friday stuff, so it's freaky. It's weird. That's all.
I got 15 different names of sexual fetishes. See if you can figure out what it means.
Blaze through it.
I'll just go through a few.
Blaze through it.
We got fetishism. Is something it's sexually aroused by something that's been in physical contact with a desired person. So, like from they're close to their phones, basically any object that they have had contact with can turn you on.
Oh, okay. So in other words, when they're saying, "Hey, buy my underwear online," my used underwear, that kind of thing. Okay, which is another weird thing. That's weird. Sorry, that's weird.
Yeah, catoptronophilia. What do you think that is?
I don't know. Being into having sex with plants, I have no idea.
No, having sex in front of a mirror. That's what really turns you on.
Then everybody's into that. Everybody's into that because everybody likes seeing what's going on. Everybody.
Yeah.
Why do they always have mirrors on ceilings and stuff in your bedroom? Come on now. Everybody likes seeing what's going on.
Anilil agnia. This one's pretty common. It's when a man is attracted to an older woman.
Oh, that's very common.
But never someone his same age.
So then, what's the opposite then? Like a Cher. You know what I'm saying? Or like a Elizabeth Hurley. No, what's her name?
I was gonna say pedophile, but I guess they're not going that young.
No, I'm talking about the she's in Underworld. She plays. Isn't it Elizabeth Hurley?
Maybe. I don't know. Would they just date somebody that's extremely younger?
Yeah, like it's a woman. The opposite when a woman dates younger than their age, much younger than their age. And I think her name is Elizabeth Hurley. She's the actress in Underworld, the whole Underworld series. Come on, Tom, you should know this.
I didn't watch Underworld. Come on.
I don't know. I just figured you'd be like clackety clack. Oh, it's you know what I'm saying?
I think that we're going to be able to get it done. Let's
I mean,
see.
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale. Thank you. That's what I meant. They look kind of the same, and they're both British. So get off my. Anyway, move on. Let's go through these really quick.
Trichophilia. That's when playing with someone's hair, smelling hair, or simply staring at someone's hair.
Word. Okay.
We got kinesmolagnia. That's from sexual arousal from being tickled.
Ooh, okay, I've heard that.
Yeah. Voyeurism. That's watching
Obviously.
somebody else have sex in real life.
But that's everybody.
Pictophilia is a mode of sexual arousal, is watching pornographic images, and that's what or looking at porn. That's what the technical term is.
Okay.
Stigmatophilia. That's when you get aroused looking at someone's piercings or tattoos. I got nasolingus. That's when, from sucking, increased sexual arousal or pleasure comes out of sucking someone's nose.
I'm sorry. What is that called again?
Nasolingus.
Okay, that does sound like that. That's what it would be. That's stupid.
There's necrophilia. That's attraction to dead bodies. Podophilia. That's a foot fetish. Psychrophilia. That's sexual arousal to feeling cold or looking at people who are feeling cold.
Okay.
Oh, your shivering is really turning me on.
Say that with a little bit more conviction, Jack. I mean, that literally sounded like...
Urophilia is arousal to urine. Basically, people that like being peed on.
Bruh.
R. Kelly.
Yes, R. Kelly.
Galmatophilia. That's from mannequins or statues or dolls turning you on.
Interesting.
And the last one would be swinging, which is consented married couples indulging in sex with another couple or individual.
I thought it was just the arousal of seeing people swinging on swings in the playground. That's pedophilia. But anyway, moving on. Anyway, that's interesting stuff. So that was our Let's Talk segment of the day, brought to you by the Wildlife Command Center. Be sure to check them out on their Facebook page, Wildlife Command Center, and wildlifecommandcenter.com. They definitely do pest removal and also special parties because they have a lot of exotic animals and all of that great stuff. So go check out wildlifecommandcenter.com. Anyway, let's go into this really quick. Let's jump into this thing. Do you guys remember Pastor Tony Spell? Do you guys remember that? Do you remember a pastor in Louisiana? We did a segment about him a while back, and he literally was trying to say, like, hey, we are going to be all right in regards to having congregation meet to praise the Lord. There's no way that we are ever going to get sick, as our congregation will not get sick. And they were having close proximity worship services, and of course I had my own 2 cents in regards to Tony Spell. But here's the thing: Tony Spell is back in the news. You want to know why this Louisiana pastor is back in the news?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad Jack is with us. Anyway, Louisiana pastor Tony Spell is challenging people to donate their stimulus money to churches. Yes. Yeah. Louisiana pastor has a new social media challenge, and it would take away your weekly offering to another level. All right. Pastor Tony Spell, the controversial leader of the Life Tabernacle Church in Louisiana is challenging people to donate their stimulus funds to churches with his Pastor Spell Stimulus Challenge. The challenge is to help evangelists who can't pass the offering plate due to forced closures caused by the pandemic. I'll just wait. What do you guys think on that?
I mean,
I got a video, so I'm going to have to pull this up. But go ahead and speak your truths.
It's the same thing as like the pastor that's for, like Trump's pastor, and they were out there putting together things saying that everyone should donate to the churches that were having financial issues. And it was like, and she even said something like, you know, if you can't afford groceries, would you rather your church go under, or would you rather be hungry for a week? Or something like that, basically saying, "Give us the money, don't buy yourself your own food." And there are really big negatives to some of the evangelicals that are out there that are calling for donations. That when people, well, if they tithing is a option.
Yes.
It should not be a forced action, and it should never be like 10% of a tithe of your money that comes in. Like, it is not something that should be forced. You give what you can when you can. And if people are struggling right now just to pay for their mortgage, then I don't think that they should be giving money to the church.
Yeah. So here, I want to throw this here real quick because I want everybody to see this with their own two eyes right quick. This is the video of him saying what's going down.
Hashtag Pastor Spell Stimulus Challenge. 3 rules. Number 1, April the 19th, 2020. It begins. Rule number 2, donate your stimulus money. Rule number 3, donate it to evangelists, North American evangelists who haven't had an offering in a month, missionaries who haven't had an offering in a month, music ministers who haven't had an offering in a month. I'm donating my entire stimulus, $1,200. My wife is donating her stimulus, $1,200. My son is donating his stimulus, $600. Hashtag.
Okay, so that is what is going on, my ladies and gents, from Tony Spell, from the words from his own mouth to God's ears. So if you want to help out your fellow evangelists, donate your stimulus check to your evangelists. Yeah. So this is you know what? I'm going to let Tom say something. I'm going to shut up. Tom, speak on it.
Oh, this guy.
Yes.
Go
on, man.
You know, I was just Googling him here, and I guess this guy's a complete clown shoe. He's one of his parishioners, a 78-year-old man, died recently. There was a parishioner of this guy that had been out, ignoring the stay-at-home orders. One of this guy's parishioners just died of coronavirus.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. One of his parishioners, Harold Aurelian, died. And Pastor Spell, they asked him, what do you think about your parishioner dying of coronavirus? He disputed the man's cause of death, saying the guy died of a broken heart after losing his son recently.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Come on, bruh. Nah. Yeah. What? That was his excuse? A broken heart?
Yep.
Bruh.
Yeah. This guy's just a complete jackwagon.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah, he, as you just said beautifully, he is a clown shoe for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in my 2 cents real quick, and then we got to get it moving because we do have our guest coming onto the show here very, very shortly, the Sua family. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Now, I know the last time we talked about Tony Spell, there was a lot of backlash. There was a lot of people that were sitting there giving us scripture, telling us that, you know, the Lord is the way, so on and so forth. I'm not saying anything bad about somebody's faith. I have nothing to say about somebody's faith. You have every right to have your own faith and your own religious values. Please keep praying, keep worshiping. You know, this is what we need. All right. But when you have somebody like this, which is what I said in the other show and on that other clip, I said, this guy seems like a snake. That does not mean I'm sitting there saying all pastors are snakes. I'm just saying that he seems like a snake. There's something not right about this guy. He's saying, oh, my stimulus check, I'm sending it to. No, he's going to be donating it to himself. First off, the only reason why he's saying, hey, everyone use your stimulus checks to give back to your evangelists is because he just wants the money. He's trying to secure the bag, y'all. He's trying to secure the bag. That's all he cares about. Now, there are churches out there that could use the money. I'm not saying anything bad about that. Churches could use the money. Evangelists, some of these dudes are flying around in private jets and have their own this, that, and the third. They make enough money. Maybe your local churches need that more than a TV evangelist, more than just an evangelist. Just something to think about. Especially when a guy sits there and says, oh, the reason why that guy passed, one of our parishioners who passed, is because he died of a broken heart. Get the hell out of here. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You have every right to have your faith, but there's got to be some reality that has to set in. Period, guys. I knew this was coming from this guy again. I knew for a fact that we weren't done with Pastor Tony Spale. So that's my personal take on it for sure. That dude needs to shut the heck up. Personally, I think the first video he did, or the first when they brought in the news and all that, he obviously saw that as an opportunity to get his name out there. It worked. It most definitely worked. And I'm sure he got more followers and more parishioners, but at the same time, the stimulus check is for people, for themselves, to be able to pay their bills and keep things moving. Just like the $1,200 that he's receiving for himself, he's using it for himself. He's going to be using it for his family, the whole nine. Because now that he's saying that, you know for a fact that there's going to be a bunch of people going, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm going to tithe hard as hell now on Pastor Spell. That's ridiculous. That's really, really ridiculous. Anyway, everyone, please keep your money. Tithe when you feel that you need to tithe. Tithe responsibly. And tithe to your local churches and the people that really, really could use that money. Not to some fake evangelist that can't even take responsibility for someone contracting the virus while worshiping. Anyway, those are my 2 cents on that for sure. Anyway, see, that's the kind of stuff that really frustrates me, because I feel like he is taking advantage of people out there that are scared, that might be a little weak, that are just looking, that are holding on to a whim and a prayer, and he's exploiting the hell out of that. That ain't right. Tony Spell needs to be done. Somebody needs to cancel that dude, because he's not helping the situation. He's hindering it. Anyway, we're going to go into a quick commercial break, y'all. When we come back, we have the Sua family, the very musical Sua family, all the way from Las Vegas. You want to stick around for this because they're very talented, and I have a feeling they might break into song for us, so I'm super hyped. We'll see you guys in a minute. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring, because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us in this community. All of you people different to me.
Take up your glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their self because their loves are unique. All of us under surveillance. There was a feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling the road and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range too. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out our show on our Facebook or on our YouTube channel, please go crush that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button. It would really, really mean a whole lot. Anyway, man, I am so blessed and so excited about this right now because I had this particular and very, very talented family on the show about a year ago. They had a viral video that just went nuts, and got a chance to, I sent them a little message. They came onto the show, and we had a great time. And it's been about a year, a little over a year, and I get them back again today. Please welcome the Sua family. What's up, guys? What's up? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Okay, so please tell everyone, please introduce yourselves, all your names, one by one. Tell everybody your names.
We're the Sua family. My name is Sam. I'm the beatboxer.
My name is Easter, the singer, the backup singer for my baby girl.
My name is Sanaya, and then I sing too.
Aww.
My name is Sarana, and I sing too.
Oh, I love it.
They're really shy, but when they start singing, that's when they open up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, the truth
We're
comes
so
out.
We're so grateful to be on your show, brother.
Oh, it's a blessing to have you guys on. Real talk. I mean, like I said, last year we had you guys on. You guys had an amazing, amazing video that went out there. It went viral. It went nuts. You guys were based out of Alaska at that time.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then now, suddenly, when I talk to you guys again to catch up and see what's good, y'all are telling me you guys are in Vegas. What is
Las
going
Vegas,
on?
baby.
Why? Okay, so why did you guys decide to go to Vegas? Why Vegas of all places?
It was more of a family matter type of thing, being closer to our family. We have family down here in Las Vegas, so we made the move to be closer to family. But it's been great. The weather's great. It's a little hot, a little hotter than Alaska, but still great.
Oh, I mean, you can't complain about that heat, though. In comparison to Alaska, 30 days
We're
of
getting
night.
Yep.
So I also understand, Sam, you have a podcast now too, right?
I do. Yes,
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. The Superfly Sua podcast. It's more the way I would describe it for a lot of people out there, it's the Breakfast Club for the Pacific Islanders. Right.
Nice.
So what a lot of people don't realize is that we have our own celebrities in our culture and our community as well. So
Yeah.
I wanted to bring them out in the forefront as much as I can. A lot of people that have impacted our communities and our culture, especially for the Pacific Islanders. We've been here for centuries, but we're still now getting out there. With social media and the internet, of course, so we're just trying to spread that awareness that we're all here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing,
I love that, man. I love that. So how can people find your podcast real quick? Where can they find your stuff?
Well, it's on Apple, it's on Anchor, it's everywhere you can find a podcast. We're also mainly on YouTube as well. Because we do film it, so that's the only one. So yeah, man.
Nice.
But I appreciate it. I mean, hearing you and your show definitely motivates us to try to up our game and try to, you give us a good template of it. So I'm like, hey, I seen Pascal do this, so this is something we should do. And
wow.
So we're grateful for you as well, brother.
Oh shucks, stop. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's a hard climb. As you will see, as you start to do more of your podcast, it's just a consistent grind, and it's just staying as consistent as possible. And of course, like I remember talking to you guys that last time, going, "Hey, you guys should, you need to do this car thing more often." And then as soon as that happened, cartoons came out, and I'm like, yes,
cartoon. That's right.
I love it. So I know that you guys have that YouTube channel. So tell people about the YouTube channel as well. Like, where can they find it and all of that?
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, you type in the Sua Family, the Sua SUA Family.
Yeah,
it's that simple. We're right there. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones on YouTube called the Sua Family. So. But we're very grateful for everyone that tunes in and watch the videos. They could be as short as a minute. They could be as long as 15. But we're very grateful for people to tune in and leave their comments, subscribing, and it's great. Yeah, and it's great for the girls to see as well, because we do read the comments. We do respond to some of them, and we read them to the girls to let them know that that their singing is actually reaching out to people all across the world.
I know, and that's what I love about it too, is like you guys are so musical, and you guys all have the talent. It's ridiculous. Like there's not one person in your family that isn't musical, like all the kids are musical, like everybody's so musical. So I got to ask you something, Sam, and this goes out to the parents. This is strictly for the parents. But I have to ask you, when you guys first met, right? Was it love at first note? Like, did you realize, like, Sam, like when you met Easter, were you like, wow, she can sing? Or was it like, oh, wow, he could beatbox? Like, how did you guys figure out that you guys had those kind of talents in the first place?
Yeah. Well, to clear things, it was love at first sight, because I was able to see her. I didn't realize that she could sing until later on. But for us, the way we grew up in church. We met at church for the first time. Well, my first time at church, I had met her. And in our church, in the Samoan community, especially the Methodist Samoan community, there's a lot of singing. There's a lot of performing. And I was able to watch her up there sing and dance for the church. So I was able to see through that. But yeah, that's how we connected. One of the first things we did together was actually write some music for the church youth group to perform. We remixed New York from Jay-Z and Alicia Keys in a Samoan language, and performed that for, it's like a youth group kind of thing.
Yeah, and I didn't know he could beatbox until after all of that.
After all that,
playing with music, and then he started beatboxing. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay. She's like, that's
so
a nice surprise.
Later on, but yeah.
I love that. That's amazing, man. I love that, and I hope when I have a family, it is just as musical as you guys. I mean, it's
I appreciate
amazing,
it, brother.
Seriously,
Your
it's
album
really
is
amazing.
So beautiful.
Say again, what?
Your other, I follow you on Instagram.
Yes.
So I've seen your other half. She's very beautiful.
Thank you.
And so is your voice.
Oh, shut your mouth. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. I wish I could sing more often. I really do wish I could sing more often, but life and fate put me this way.
Bless you with a voice, because
Thank
if you haven't seen the climax video that Pascal put out, you need to go check that out, because you will see then the God-given talent of that high note on climax.
Thank you, man.
You showed me that video. Oh my goodness.
I ran in the room. I was like, "You see how high you can get?"
I was like, "Oh my God."
I can go
Great
higher.
job, man. Great work.
What's funny is I can go higher, which is weird. So, yeah. So, you work on the falsetto. You just start doing. You know what I mean? You start. When you sing, you start to mess around things. And you're like, oh. Wow, I can hit that. Wow, I can hit that note. You know what I mean? So, enough messing around. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys have a little bit of something for us, right? You got a little something for us?
Yeah, we got a little something for you. You guys want to sing for him?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
well,
sir.
well, here is the musical stylings of this amazing family, the Sua family. Take it away, guys.
Now we are shouting, now we are rising, praising the Lord and feeling alive. 'Cause we all know that you will always make it better, make it better. He is very divine and one of a kind. When you rush on my mind, everything will be fine. Oh Lord, your love is so amazing. You're way too beautiful, Lord. That's why we'll always work. Your love is our survival, our survival. When you come and take over, you're way too beautiful, Lord. That's why our survival, our survival. When you come and take over.
Woo! Yes, I love it. I love it so much. I mean, like I said, I wish I could have you guys in the back of my car everywhere I'm driving, every day. You know what I mean? Remix. You know what I mean? All day. All day. I love it so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of the show. And once again, tell us how they can follow you guys, how they can find you, because we all need a little bit of light right now during these dark times. And you guys have a channel that'll definitely put a smile on everybody's face. So please tell everybody where they can find it.
The Sua Family on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. The Sua Family, Sua, S-U-A. I appreciate everyone viewing. I appreciate you, Pascal.
Appreciate you, man.
We're great. You were one of the first people that reached out to us when everything blew up, and we're so grateful that we continue to stay in touch. God has blessed you with an amazing voice, with your show. And even with this COVID-19 crisis that's going on, you're still able to stay consistent, grinding. You're an inspiration. We're very grateful to be here and continue to do great things for yourselves, boss.
Well,
thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Easter. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, kiddos in the background. Seriously, you guys are really, really talented and keep it going. And I can't wait for the little one, the new addition to your family, by the way. Congratulations.
I don't know where he's going, but
oh, wait for
might
it.
just be a backup dancer.
Oh, you never know. You never know. You might have that tenor that you need. You know what I'm saying? You might just have that tenor. You never know.
I'm hoping.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It's going to be amazing. So I'm so excited for you guys. And keep doing the cartoons. Keep doing the things that you guys have been doing. You guys are seriously so talented and so blessed. Keep going, And now you're in Vegas. I'm not surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, you got, you're like the, I don't know. You guys are going to be doing like big numbers in big casinos or something like that. Just give it some time. It'll happen. I ain't worried about you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
You guys stay blessed, all right? Much love to you guys.
Take care, guys.
All right. Well, take care.
You too.
Bye.
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 Oh man, what a blessing. What a blessing, guys. These guys are so incredible. I can't even begin to explain to you guys how much I love that family. Please go check out the Sua Family on YouTube. That's SUA, okay? The Sua Family on YouTube. They got great stuff. Go check them out. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this community. All the good people different to me.
Take up in glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers and nothing unique. All of us under surveillance. People are feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range to you. So if you get hungry, come on by.
All right, welcome back, guys. I hope that was everything you wanted it to be and more. I am just going to be straight funky. I hope you enjoyed them. They are awesome. That family is so dope. And being able to have them on the show today was something else, you know? And it really is, it's this technology that we have, the ability to Skype, to FaceTime, the whole nine. It is so nice to be able to do something like that. I mean, that made me so happy. That put a huge smile on my face. I can't even explain how much that really meant, having them on today. So definitely, please go check out the Sua Family. They are very, very talented, wonderful group of people. You know, they're, as you saw. If you did not see it, you got to scroll back and see it for yourself, please, because they are very, very talented. Anyway, got my boys back. Boys are back in town, and they're back. Tommy and Jackie, how you doing? What did you think? Did you see the interview?
Awesome. That was really cool.
Yeah, they're a very, very talented group of, you know, a very talented family, you know, and it's not every day you get to see all that talent in one spot. You know, it's
family that
pretty
sings
dope.
Together. You know,
yeah, and they praise together too. You know what I mean? Like that's the good kind of praise. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the Tony Spell stuff. Not that Tony Spell trash. You know, Youthful Watcher on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in and saying, you know, and enjoying that segment. Youthful Watcher said, "Nice." He said, "Nice." Nice, you know. Like I said, there are so many people out there, so many talented families like that out there, but they just don't go in front of a camera and share their talents as a group. I encourage people to start doing that. You know, this is the time to experiment and express yourself creatively. You know, this is most definitely the time to do that, given the fact that we're not allowed to step outside our doors right now, which is, by the way, something I was going to segue into anyway, which is a perfect timing. So St. Louis, at least in St. Louis, our stay-at-home order is going to be, it looks like it's going to be in full effect for the foreseeable future. We will be locked up till mid-May. So we got 4 more weeks of this madness. And I don't know what's going on with everybody else. I don't know what's going on like nationwide, you know, on the nationwide shutdown. Nationwide shutdown. I don't know how many people, what the other cities are doing right now and what the other states are doing, but that's the mandate that we have. We are shut down and we are locked up till May 15th. So, yeah, at least the city of St. Louis. The city of St. Louis is locked up till May 15th, but apparently the statewide order is in full effect until the 1st of May. And I guess they're going to reapproach everything at the 1st of May just for the state of Missouri. So I'm interested to see, what happens.
Yeah, I saw something that the White House put out yesterday. It said phase 1, specific types of employers. It says schools currently closed should remain closed, which I know a lot of places said that they're going to be closed for the rest of the year. Visits to senior living facilities and hospitals should be prohibited. Large venues, including sit-down dining, can operate under strict physical distancing protocols. And then they said gyms can open if they adhere to strict physical distancing and sanitation protocols.
Wow.
And elective surgeries can resume on an outpatient basis. So some people are saying, one, that's going too quick, especially opening gyms with all the sweat and people in there like breathing hard and you know, it just is still an enclosed environment where people are expelling a lot of their energy, I guess. But in Missouri, I mean, would you go to a gym right now?
No. Hell to the no. Like, no. Like, no. Unless I'm working out in a hazmat suit. Like, hell no. I mean, I would go, like, you know, I used to go and train with my boy. Before all this stuff happened, I used to train with my boy, and he has his own workout facility. Like, he built his basement into a gym. So I would go work out there for sure. But I would never, not for a good while, walk into a gym right now. I am not about that life, because I don't know what's going on with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So no, like hell no.
Maybe if they like flooded the floor with like an inch or 2 inches of hand sanitizer, and so like everyone was just like, walking around in it, or had like one of those foggers going the entire time.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. I would want that. I would rather be in a pool full of hand sanitizer, you know, man, or I'd be walking around with hand sanitizer cloth like strapped to my hands like they're gloves, because I could just never trust like not nobody. I mean, it's going to be a while till which sucks. It's going to be a while till I actually step into an actual like gym facility, not like somebody's gym. I could trust a friend, right? That's one person, or, you know, two, 3 people, you know, maybe in that gym, right? But when you got thousands upon thousands of people walking in and out of that gym, like a Gold's Gym or a Club Fitness, nah, bruh, nah.
Yeah,
I ain't about that life. Pardon? Say again?
The moment that somebody coughs or sneezes in there,
I'm running. You'll catch me running.
Dumbbell at them.
Yeah, you'll be catching me running. I'll be like, pew, like out the dough, like horde. No, I ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? Man, no, thank you. Even so, which sucks is, at least on some local news, just real quick, even all Gold's gyms in St. Louis, or at least in the St. Louis area. I don't know if they're in the Missouri area, but all Gold's gyms are shutting down indefinitely because of the virus. I didn't know that Gold's Gym is hurting that much, but that's all those employees, all those personal trainers, all those front desk people, all those clerks, all those people that work for Gold's Gym are out of jobs right now as we speak, which is a damn shame. It's a damn shame. And by the way, Tom, I just emailed you something.
Man.
So check that out, because I was trying to see it, but it's too small on my screen. But maybe you can look at it, maybe dive into that real quick if you don't mind. But yeah, moving on. Now, there's also...
Pascal, your Skype coming through real choppy, but you sound good on the thing.
Okay. What's funny is, yeah,
So, I don't know, Tom, are you hearing Pascal real choppy too?
What's up?
The audio is going in and out for me. I don't know if it's just for me or for you guys. I
Yeah,
just wanted to double check.
Yeah, my internet is good.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough that I know what's going on. But yeah, Pascal was breaking up a bit. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Let's try recalling us.
Okay. Open plan prison. My name is Pascal. So which one's Pascal? That is me. That is me, y'all. Yes, I will do that then. I will call you guys right back.
Okay.
Let me do that. Bye.
Thanks.
Try this again, shall we? Oh boy. Okay, anyway. So as I try to hit these guys back up again, there are some other, there's some interesting news going on. Human B4M. Wow, that's a lot of curse words, brother. Okay. Wow. Yes, open plan. Yes, the quarantine has done some horrible things to folks, for sure. It's been really, really bad. There's been a lot of people. Struggling, for sure, and it's terrible. It's been really, really terrible, and Where are you commenting from, open plan? I'm just curious. I would love to know. Yeah, so I guess the internet is being really funky right now, unfortunately. But we're gonna try to keep it moving here. We're definitely gonna try to keep the things moving here. But anyway, as I was saying before, there is a lot of things that are going on. No kidding. Yeah, I don't know what human is doing right there, man. Real talk. Yeah. So hopefully everything is good. I mean, the internet seems to be running decent right now. So I'm going to try to call these guys again, because it looks like the internet's back up and running again. Hey, break it down. Skype calls, ringtones. Gonna call my friends. We're gonna go and chat it up. I don't know what else to say. Hey. Anyway, whilst that is happening, yes, looks like we got Jack back. Jack's back. Hey. So hopefully we'll see what's going on. Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Okay, you're back up and running, so that's good. So anyway, we got Jack back. What's up, Jack? Hopefully Tom
How's
will be
How's it going?
chilling, man. Hopefully Tom will be back. But anyway, while we got to keep it moving. So Michael Cohen has been released, or actually freed from prison. I know Jack has a little bit more information about that. So I'm going to throw it to Jack about Michael Cohen, which is wild to me. This is some wild stuff. So speak on it.
The prison that he was in, I think there was like 21 people had already had the coronavirus, and so they were starting to release different people from the prison. And so he put the request in, I guess, to be released, and they granted that request. He has to go into a prison quarantine area for 14 days before he is sent home, and then he'll be serving the remainder of his sentencing from home. I imagine having an anklet put on to track him, and then he'll just be quarantined like everybody else, staying at home.
Wow.
And I don't know. It's one of those things where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, the president's guy's getting out." It's like, well, no. Did you listen to his testimony against the president? Because he definitely went in on him and was trying to take the president out from his testimony.
Yeah.
So this isn't a preferential treatment type of thing. This is I think anybody that's a nonviolent crime is getting released because they just can't have an explosion of the coronavirus taking out majority of the prison.
Right. And
that's a bad look.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens on who else, other people, how other people get out, if they get put under house arrest, the whole nine. I mean, I didn't really follow the Michael Cohen, his testimony and all that. But given the fact that, if he was exposing people, I'm surprised that he got freed, or I'm surprised that he's going to be under house arrest. I mean, shoot, he's basically going to be doing the same thing that we're all doing. So you could basically say he's free to a certain extent. We're all locked up in our homes. We're not, the only things that we're doing are going to the supermarket. We're not going out to party. We're not going out to kick it. We're all stuck at home. So he's basically freed, in my personal opinion. He's freed. So lucky him. Lucky him. He got thrown a bone. I feel he got thrown a freaking
coronavirus
bone.
party.
Hell yeah, man. And there's all kinds of, that's the other thing. So he'll have access to phones and streaming and entertainment and video games and all that. I'm sure he's like, what's a video game? But you never know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he's sitting there just enjoying his damn time right now. Lucky him. Lucky him. I mean, Tekashi got out, so why couldn't he? I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, though. It's pretty damn wild, man.
How do you think all these private prisons are feeling having to release people from their prison?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe thankful. Less people to keep an eye on. Less stress. Less worries about a fight breaking out. People getting shanked and killed and raped and killed. You know what I'm saying? There's less stress, I guess, in regards to that. But
I don't think the private prisons really care about what happened to the prisoners. They're just there for the money.
Facts. That's definitely facts.
So they're probably upset that people are leaving prison cells.
Probably because they're losing their money. They're losing their money. You know what I mean? Interesting. Okay. So I don't know where Tom is. Hopefully he'll call in here in a little bit, but maybe he's having some issues with his internet as well. I don't know. But let's keep it moving, shall we? I am going to send you this real quick, Jack. I want to forward this email to you.
Okay.
I sent it to Tom, but now Tom is gone, so I don't know. I got this randomly emailed to me, so I just wanted to check this and see what the heck this is all about. So
today was, Pascal?
What is it?
National Horny Day.
National Horny, like horny
Today
day?
is National Horny Day.
Like horny day, or like
Yeah.
I'm looking up stuff. I'm looking up things on Pornhub
Freaky
because
horny day.
Freaky day. Hey, how fitting is that? Happy National Horny Day for all you men out there, because mainly men are always horny. So let's just be real. That is just part of our DNA. You know what I mean? So congratulations on all you guys out there. Now you have a right. You'd be like, I have a right. You know what I mean? I have a right to be here because I'm horny. Something like that. Anyway, it looks like we got nobody, I guess. I thought we had Tom and Jack. Come on.
Oh, wait. Am I?
Oh, you're here. You're here. Jack is here, too. Hello. It's just I don't see your faces.
Hello.
I see Jack. I don't see Tom. It's coming up, Tom. No worries. It's coming up. Okay. So I see your face now. Tom, I don't see Jack. But, yeah, I see you. I just don't see Jack.
Oh.
Okay, it's coming.
You don't see me.
There we go. Here he is. Man, this is some ridiculous stuff. Okay, Jack, Tom in the house. Okay, Jack, Tom in the house. Whoa. Okay. It is losing its mind right now. What is going on? Okay. All right. This is crazy. Gotta love the internets. Anyway, Tom, I sent that thing to you. Did you get a chance to take a look at it by any chance?
I did get a chance to look at it. It's from April 1st. So
okay. So it's
it is from 16 days ago.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Never mind. Never mind then. Okay. Well, there's some other information that I have. I'm trying to set this thing back up. Hopefully you guys don't disappear on me again. So there is some information that's very interesting that I thought was kind of wild. So stimulus checks are being spent on dildos, tigers, guns, and stripper poles. All right. So obviously Americans have been receiving the first batch of coronavirus relief funds this week. And now many people are taking to social media to brag about the assortment of purchases, both strange and savvy, they've already made with them. While many are using the emergency cash to pay bills for necessities and living expenses, others are putting their money towards wild splurges. Somebody said, I'm buying a stripper pole with my stimulus check. We have to invest in our future, says future exotic dancer. Some people are jokingly planning to team up so they can use their economic impact payments to buy a baby tiger. This person said, hear me out. Who wants to combine their stimulus checks with me, and we can buy a tiger? Basically, obviously, like a big fan of the Tiger King. And it's hard to argue a canopied bed if it's hard to argue if a canopied bed is ever essential. But one mom bought a princess-themed one for her kid. The same argument goes for a woman who used her check to buy a high-end sex toy. Although she concedes she bought the stimulator only after paying off a credit card. So people are literally using their stimulus check for very stupid things, basically. Useless things. Just to keep it straight funky. Just stimulus checks to stimuli themselves. Interesting, right?
I know.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, I can see, there's a subgroup of people that were already working at strip clubs. So getting a stripper pole can be a business expense.
Oh, it's a business.
And, they got to move their office to that's a home office equipment, right?
Yeah.
And so.
That's a write-off if you think about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's one thing. Now, going out and buying some rims when your car's sitting in your parking lot or the driveway, all the time now, because you're not really supposed to be out cruising.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just wasteful.
Yeah. Well, there are people that are going out and still buying Yeezys with their money, like Yeezy shoes.
That's an investment.
Some people are buying Bird One e-scooters, which basically the retail price is about $1,300. So people are literally going out of their way to buy. Like I said before, and of course obviously there's going to be some people that are going to go out of their way to buy something really dumb. You know, like they're all going to take that $1,200 and go, oh, I'm going to go buy a new video game console with this money, or I'm going to go buy a new pair of Jordans or a new pair of Yeezys, that kind of thing. Literally, people are going and buying useless stuff with their stimulus check rather than holding on to it and being smart with their money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some people already still have a job and they're still making their normal money.
Right.
So for some percentage of the population, this is just bonus money.
Right.
Because they're still making 80 grand, 90 grand, doing whatever they're doing, or they're making 50 grand, whatever it is, and this is just that little extra cherry on top. So for them, if they go out and spend it that way, you know, I guess that's their prerogative.
It's ridiculous. So, like, for example, James just said on YouTube, he said, I'm using the virus check to pay my rent. He's like, yeah, we live on the same wavelength, Pascal. He said, my neighbor just bought a 50-inch TV screen with the money, most likely. The box was on their porch. I mean, there's people that are literally using the money in stupid ways. They're not thinking, hold it for a rainy day. You just never know. That $1,200 could be used in a really, really good way if the ish really hits the fan. And I know that there's a lot of people that still are making money. Like, they're still working. They're still, they still have their income coming in no matter what. And, the stimulus check is just a nice little bonus that they got. But at the same time, I would be, rather than going, hey, look at all this great swag and all this cool stuff I bought, I'd be using that opportunity to just lay low and keep that money on the side, because we don't know what's going to happen here in the very near future. We might have good things. The good things might be laid out in front of us that, work, like the stay-at-home order gets lifted, slightly, where people can go back to working again, restaurants and bars and all that open back up, and we're all good and everything's all gravy. But we don't know. We don't know for a fact. So we need to play it smart and save our money. Going and buying a sex toy with your stimulus money, what? I don't know.
What else are you going to do at home?
Very good question. Very good question. What are you going to do what are you going to do at home? Well, yeah, masturbate. Just makes no sense. Toblerone, what up, man? What's good? Thank you so much for tuning in on Twitch. Really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Jack, I love that. Thank you. They just want to see me on a bigger screen. Ain't that the damn truth? They just want to see me on a 50-inch. That doesn't even cover. Anyway, moving on. So we got some news though, right, Tom? What's going on in the world, man?
Oh, we've got a lot of stuff. Well,
let's go.
The debate about when and how to open the government is, or when and how to open the economy is taking off. And two people that have recently kind of stepped in it with their analysis of when and how things should reopen are Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil.
Oh, dear God. Here we go.
Oh, yes. Yep. And both of them, strangely, on Fox News. That's where they made their stupid statements. Dr. Oz was on yesterday, and he was talking about when schools should open up. And I'll just read his quote, and we can all just let it sit there. Schools are a very appetizing opportunity. I saw a nice piece in The Lancet arguing the opening of schools may only cost us 2 to 3% in terms of total mortality. Any life lost is bad, but that might be a trade-off some folks would consider. So he's talking about, oh, we could open up schools and only 2 to 3% of people would die, which that's a lot of people dying.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of negative reaction to that. Conan O'Brien, for one, on his Twitter page said, in retrospect, the Hunger Games had a lower child death rate than what Dr. Oz is suggesting. So there was that. But yeah, he caught a lot of backlash for that. And Dr. Phil this morning is catching a lot of backlash about...
what did he do? What did he say?
Dr. Phil was saying that he was basically saying, oh, this isn't that big of a deal. He said something along the lines of 360,000 people a year die in swimming pools. We don't shut down the economy over that. His numbers were, of course, way off. He said 360,000 people. He meant to say 3,600 people. So Dr. Phil's on there saying, oh, we shouldn't be shutting this down because it's not that big of a deal. Just to remind everyone, Dr. Phil is not a practicing licensed doctor.
Yeah. He's not a medical.
The fact that they still let him go out there, that's...
I mean, he's not a medical doctor.
No.
So...
He's not a doc. Well, I mean, he has a PhD in psychology, but he's not a licensed practitioner.
He lost his license. It wasn't like he just stopped practicing. He lost his license.
Wow.
So,
I didn't even know that. I actually didn't know that. So that's interesting information.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still out there, you know, it seems like he's practicing to the public, to me. But
yeah. I really like every now and again on Conan, I guess they've stopped doing it now, but they would do the Punxsutawney Dr. Phil, where it was Dr. Phil is a groundhog.
Oh my God.
That's the only way I like my Dr. Phil. But and Dr. Oz has, of course, also had a bunch of allegations that he was pushing unproven vitamins and tonics and stuff on his show, and
yeah.
So
Dr. Oz is known for that kind of stuff for sure. Just saying anything and everything, you know. And I feel like he's constantly trying to make a quick buck, you know. Let me just say this and, you know, get this and secure the bag real quick. And it's like he says so many things that have nothing to do with what could help. It like hinders it or he hasn't even done the research. He's just saying stuff. He's like, just drink canola oil straight from the bottle. It'll save the virus. It'll save you from the virus. It's a cure. Just drink canola oil. It's like, what? You're not even doing the research, man. You're just saying anything.
By the way, this show is brought to you by canola oil.
Exactly. This show is brought to you by canola oil. You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all. That's some stupid things. You know what I mean? It's scary having such big names treat the virus so lightly. Toblerone says, yes, I agree, brother. It is really, really scary that there are people out there that are just kind of like, hey, let's just get everything back up and running again. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Look, we've only a few people have died. So what if my grandmother died? It's all good. We're fine. It's like, no, come on, man. We got to do this right. We got to do this we got to proceed with caution. With caution.
It's crazy to me. I mean, Dr. Oz is a person that's supposed to be a doctor. He's supposed to have taken the Hippocratic Oath, which says, do no harm.
Right.
And here he is saying, 2 to 3% of the population dying isn't a big deal. That's a huge amount of people. That's an enormous amount of people.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's really stupid. Man, you'll be fine. Hey, it'll be fine. Let's just go back out doing what we were usually doing. So what if this kills people within 48 hours? That's fine.
Kids got to learn their times tables.
Right. These kids need to, you know, their immune systems need to get thickened up. So put them back into school. Like, what the? Come on, y'all. We got to
probably
think.
part of that big Bill Gates group and all that thing that want to do the population control, and they're just pushing the agenda.
So ridiculous. What else is going on?
Oh, let's see. We've got Busch Beer has a contest going on where they are offering free beer to couples whose weddings were postponed due to COVID-19.
What are they getting? Like that? I mean, cool, I guess. Bush beer, really? Blah. But really? But what are they getting though? Like, what do they get? A case of beer? Like, what is it?
Well, they have this contest. The contest ends May 1st. Winners will be selected, random drawing. But yeah, there will be there's this contest. They'll win free Bush beer, which frankly I wouldn't mind having some Bush beer around right now.
Are you serious?
For free?
I
Free
mean,
beer?
On the free 99, that's fine. But at the same time, bruh, come on, it's Bush beer. Oh God. Oh God, it's like you telling me that you smoke Marlboro Reds. Like, that's nasty.
Hey, I used to.
Yeah. I know you used to.
Yep.
That's that'd be nasty.
Would you rather have a Natty Light or a Bush beer?
Ooh.
I mean, if it was like the last two beers on this planet, a Natty Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Bush at all. I don't like Bush at all. That's just me, though. You know, they're both
nothing like a Bush beer.
Yeah, they're both piss water. Sorry. So no. Give me a Corona, not the virus, but give me a Corona. You know, give me a Heineken. Give me a Red Stripe. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I'll even take a Bud Light, but a Bush beer or Natty Light. Blah. Anyway,
there go those sponsors.
Yeah, sorry. My bad, guys. I was just speaking the truth, man. But yeah, that's crazy. So they just get some beer. They just get some free beer.
They get free beer for a year. There'll be 50 winners. They also have a chance to win Bush merchandise. But I mean, the big thing is we're looking at as 250 winners will be selected, and they'll win free beer for a year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I don't drink, so, you know, it would be wasted on me. And obviously, if I was like, you know, engaged and had to postpone stuff like that. Yeah, no, I don't know. Having a year of free beer does not really do much for me, unless you were known to be a drinker, you know, like that's a lot of beer. And obviously there's got to be confines, and I'm sure there's a caveat, like you're only allowed a case a month or something crazy like that. Because, you know, there's some people that can really drink beer. There's some people that can drink beer like it's water. So, and they can go through a case without a problem. So I'm sure there's a caveat in there. There's got to be a caveat. That would be terrible if they suddenly just said, hey, it's all the beer you can drink. Then people are going to be drinking themselves to death. You know what I mean?
I want to see the before and after picture. Like, here we are before we got our free year of beer, and it's like the happy, you know, fit couple in their tuxedo and, you know, bridal, and then next year it's all fatted out and
just,
you know,
60 pounds heavier and just bloated.
Just out there on scooters.
Just disgusting and bloated. Anyway, we're going to go into a quick commercial break, and when we come back, it's our question of the day. So I'm going to throw that up here really quick so you guys can get started in the conversation down below. The question of the day is, what is your go-to snack? Especially right now, we are all having them snacks right now. We having them snacks so hard. We snacking hard right now. We hard out here in these streets with them snacks. How many ways can I rephrase that? Anyway, what is your go-to snack right now? All right, definitely comment down below. That is our question of the day today. So be sure to comment down below. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us in this community. All the good people different to me.
Take up in glass.
The festival's crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers. Their loves are unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range too. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood. We inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I always say, if this is your first time checking out this show, please go click that like button on our Facebook page. And if you're watching on YouTube, sup YouTube, crush that subscribe button. And of course, if you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button as well. I would really, really appreciate that. All right. So, man, well, we do have our Let's Talk question of the day. So, the questione of the day is... Everybody. So keep the comments going down below if you don't mind. We got our people in the house. We have our Jackie Buck and Tom showing hard. Tommy Boy showing hard. So anyway, yeah, the question is, what is your go-to snack, guys? And I know that we have some comments, right? We do have some comments down below, of course.
Yeah, I got a bunch on Reddit for this one.
Oh, great. Oh, fabulous, man. So let's get it. Let's get into it. So, what are some of the comments? We'll kind of like, spread it out.
So we got when all else fail, they said donuts.
All day.
Is their go-to snack?
That's a snack. I agree.
Then, because it's Reddit, you have Hugh Janus says babies, and then there's about 15 different comments that were underneath that, going down that little fun group of things.
Like
there.
what were they saying? Like, how dare you say babies kind of thing? Or they were just kind of like, let's do all
someone
these.
Someone said children are better, and then someone said no, just humans in general, but not the old ones. The older ones are riper though.
Oh my God. Okay, you can stop.
None of them struggle if they're tied down.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got I want an orange mouse says apples or any fruit. You got Rod Coke said ripple chips and ranch salad dressing as my dip. And then Little Miss Woo said imperial cheese and veggie thins.
Imperial cheese. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what imperial cheese is. But I don't know. Maybe that's a dip of a cheese type of thing. And then alrighty then, yeah, right, says good oatmeal, usually steel cut oats. I add cinnamon to it each time, and then sometimes things like blueberries or other berries or almonds. Sometimes a little bit of applesauce, maybe a dollop of natural peanut butter. But it's always oatmeal, and I always doctor it up. So that's that's a good one. And I myself have been snacking on some frozen blueberries lately, and so that's you can buy that big old bag of frozen blueberries, and it's full of antioxidants. So I figure it's a good thing to be putting in my body.
Interesting.
I've got a bag of frozen blueberries in my freezer right now. I might give that for smoothies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
Kids like to pop them in their mouth. I mean, they're good. As frozen blueberries they're not like rock hard. They're chewable.
Yeah.
So it's quick and easy to go to.
That sounds good.
Get them vitamins.
That sounds good.
So,
James said potato chips on YouTube. That makes sense. Potato chips. That's a good one.
I like them
for sure.
What kind of potato chips? Barbecue?
Yeah, that's a good question, James. What kind of potato chips? You know what I'm saying? Jalapeno. You got your cheddar cheese. You got your barbecue. You got you got those crunchers. Like mine, if it's chips, jalapeno crunchers.
Sun chips.
Jalapeno crunchers all day long. Or yeah, apparently people call sun chips sun dances. That's a thing. But anyway, Tom, what's your go-to snack?
Right now, it's kind of I've been taking a little bit of vanilla Greek yogurt, mixing in some peanut butter with that, whipping it together, and then dunking in Nature Valley honey granola bars into it. That and Oreos. Oreos and that.
Oh, that sounds good. But because you remember you just said that just the other day that you kind of re-tapped into peanut butter, and you said, man, I forgot how good peanut butter is. So you got peanut butter in everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, the thing is I've run out of bread now, so I had to get creative as to what to do with the peanut butter until my next Instacart order comes in.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm mixing it in with my yogurt and getting some like vanilla peanut butter yogurt action going on, and then dipping the granola bars in it.
Man, I
Pretty
love
nice.
it. No, man, embrace that. Embrace your inner child. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, man, as a kid, I used to eat peanut butter all the time. Man, embrace that ish, man. Embrace it, because peanut butter is life. That's good. That's actually a really good snack. What you just said, that's pretty good.
Well, that and Oreos, but I tore through the Oreos in like a few days, so they're gone.
Oreos.
I wish I had some red hot riblets right now.
Funny that you say that. Actually, I'm about to get. Oh, I got a gang of red hot riblets. That's the thing. Like, I want to do these giveaways, and I want to do these like contest games and all that with people that will be down to come in and be a part of the show. But I have yet to see people go, "Ooh, yeah, I want to play," or "Oh, yeah, I want to do this." You know what I mean? So, because I got like a lot of red hot riblets, and also I'm about to get in the mail a package of a gang of, because now Old Vienna has ramen noodles, like Rap Snack ramen noodles. Yeah.
Ooh,
so this is gonna be fire.
nice.
They sent me a sample box that I'm gonna get to try for myself and all that, and let everybody know if it's good or bad. But at the same time, it's an opportunity to share, baby, and give away. So anyway, I want to do the games and pop quiz hot shot. I miss that stuff, but so far people aren't really brave enough to get on. Apparently, something to think about, though. I mean, it'll be dope, though, man. Right? What are you gonna say, Tom?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like, for people that don't know, because we have like a national and international viewing base. Red Hot Riplets, if you don't know, are amazing potato chips.
Amazeballs.
Very spicy.
Yeah.
Very, very spicy. Very good. They're a St. Louis delicacy. So you want these potato chips.
Yeah, the delicioso, the delicious. I don't give a damn what you think. It's delicious. All right, that's what I think. And you got to try them. And you can sprinkle them on stuff, and like you could crush up the chips and put them on top of other things and just get real inventive with them. They're really, really good. But they have a bunch of other things with Old Vienna that's really fantastic. They ship their stuff out. So, just a thought. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. But they're going to be sending me, I guess I'm going to be getting them in the next couple days, a package of a sample of all their ramen noodle, like cupo noodles, Rap Snacks version. So like there's the boozy, there's Fetty Wap, there's what I mean, they just got all types of different ones. So I'm gonna get the chance to try them out and tell you if they good or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hype about it, and maybe be able to give some away. Which, by the way, Jack, we need to figure out this whole phone call thing.
Yeah, I've looked up a couple different things.
Just saying that out loud.
Huh?
I said just saying
Just
that
saying
out
it out
loud.
loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking up a couple different things on how to make it work.
Okay. Why did you respond like an old man? What?
Huh?
Huh? What?
Because it's your feed to me through Skype is coming through really choppy. But
I'm sorry.
I can hear that on the actual
show.
It's clear. So I don't know if it's just the Skype feed or whatnot, but sometimes I need you to repeat yourself.
I feel you.
So.
I feel you. What? What?
I need one of those big things I can hold up.
Yeah, you do. But also, real quick before we go into, my go-to snack, really quick before we go into other things. My go-to snack is, I don't know. I don't really have a snack per se. It's always, potato chips. But whenever I want to eat, whenever I'm hungry, I'm not really. Granola bars are really like my go-to. Like if I'm really just wanting something just to kind of satiate whatever. So peanut butter and chocolate, the peanut butter and chocolate granola bars, like the chewy granola bars, that's what I usually get. That's my jam,
I thought you were going to say Twizzlers.
No, Twizzlers are like crack, yes. That's a candy that I love, and they're crack. But the thing is Twizzlers is something that I would get when I'm going to see a movie. Like if I go to the movie theaters, remember those things called the movie theaters? Damn. Anyway, I would go get a whole big bag of Twizzlers, a large drink, sit there, crack it open, and enjoy my time. I don't need popcorn. I don't need any of those things. What I do like, though, is my Twizzlers when I watch movies. But yes, Twizzlers is like my go-to candy, but like I said, we're not talking about candy. We're talking about snacks. So
Hey,
I don't consider.
Somebody on Reddit said that jelly beans were their go-to like snack.
See, I don't consider candy a snack. You see what I'm saying? Candy is like a dessert. Candy is like if you eat Twizzlers, right? I'm not going to sit there and go, "Oh yeah, I'm full off of Twizzlers." No, I need to actually eat something, like an actual food. Candy is candy. Candy is like that added bonus. You know, it's like yay, that gold star. You know what I mean? But no, it is not. To me, I don't consider that a snack. You know, personally. But I do want to send, and so that concludes our question of the day, of course. But I do want to remind everybody that we are still doing this thing. This is something I've been trying to attempt to have happen, okay? It is trap opera, okay? Tropra. Or something like that. We're still trying to figure out the name, but trap opera. We have the question, or we have that flyer up on our Facebook and our YouTube community page. We literally are asking you guys to comment below with your best one-liner. Please make it PG-13 because it is. We are on broadcast. We are on the radio, so we have to keep it somewhat clean. But whatever you guys write, I will be singing it on top of a opera song. So we will create our own trap opera live on the show with whatever lines that are being written by you guys watching the show. So please definitely comment below on the community page on our YouTube channel. So I know James would probably really love this because I'm sure he's got all kinds of weird lines he could put out. And I will sing them live. We will be writing a opera live. The raunchiest, well, you know, within the confines of PG-13. I will be singing and we will be writing a opera live on the show Monday morning. So we're giving you guys the entire weekend to comment below. We also have it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Pascal Show. So if you're watching there as well, please go comment below with one of your best one-liners. And we will write our very first operatic aria live on the show. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a train wreck. I'm going to be real. It's going to be a train wreck, but I think it's going to be really, really dope. So we got to give it a shot. We definitely got to. Okay? So, trap opera will be happening on Monday. And I think I'm going to have one of my boys come in and actually play the piano live on the show via Skype while we sing this stuff. So it might be a total disaster. I don't know. But we're going to try it because we love you guys and we like to have fun. So we're going to have a blast doing that. Okay? So Trap Opera is happening Monday. Comment below. Find the thing. Find the flyer. It is on our community page right now as we speak. Go. Comment down below with your best one-liners. It's going to be dope. Are we on the same wavelength or what? Yes, James, we are. I'm crazy. And I want this show to be awesome. And there's things that we don't get to do very much on this show because of quarantine. So I want to be able to do those things in this show and say to the quarantine, F you. That we can still have fun on this show and we can still act a fool. You know, I can't shoot skits all the time and I can't make parodies and shoot videos all the time. So I'm trying to bring the funny and trying to bring the entertainment right live on the show. And I figured this could be a really cool idea that could get everybody kind of hype and into it. I mean, shoot, I'm going to be wearing a wig and a cape. Real talk. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to look like a damn fool. I'm going to have fun with this, man. Why not, right?
Yeah.
You know?
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible, but it's going to be dope.
Can you hit those Fifth Element notes?
Which Fifth Element notes?
You know, when they're doing that, there's that scene, I guess it's kind of like an opera, and she's doing, like she's way up there. I can't hit those.
I mean, I'd have to listen to it again because I don't remember that. I remember it, but I don't remember what she's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I could hit some notes for sure.
Yeah.
So
You're
yeah.
a broken glass?
Man, if I could, that'd be really dope. But I don't have that kind of high. I don't have that kind of high of register type voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a soprano. I'm not a female. You know. So, but I can hit some notes. You know what I'm saying? I can hit some notes, bruh. Anyway, so we're gonna have some fun with it. It's gonna be ridiculous. Like I said, you know, me. You know what I mean? Operatic stuff, you know? Like I keep on saying, like, you know, because it's the idea spawned from me. Like I always say this so stupid, but I'll walk around the house because I'm weird. What else is new? Welcome to the Pascal Show. But I walk around the house and be like, who's your daddy? You know what I mean? Back that ass up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, that'd be kind of funny.
Where's the toilet paper?
If you took like ratchet, it's like if you took ratchet lines, you know, and put it onto an operatic, onto operatic music, that'd be really. I think it'd be really funny, you know, and I'm sure people would, you know, have all types of different lines. You know, busted down Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? Don Giovanni. You know what I mean? And then just have some fun with it. And just do some stupid thing. Like Adam Sandler's Opera Man. It made me think of that too. Yes. You know? Not trying to steal his stuff. Twerk. Yes. Twerk. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm like, hey, what if I could get everybody to tune in and help me write the most ratchet opera live ever. You see what I'm saying? And just have some fun with it.
Be awesome.
You know? Yeah, just James, good job. 3 tenors. I was a big fan of them back in the day. 3 tenors. Luciano Pavarotti, Domingo, and oh, that's going to kill me. Anyway, I know he knows it, so he'll say it. But anyway, it reminds me, yes, it's like the three tenors, but just having some really stupid fun with it, you know, taking some now type of lines and putting it into a song. So that's the idea. Comment on the thing. Jose Carreras. Thank you. Yes, Jose Carreras. Yes. Carrera, Domingo, and Pavarotti. They were the top 3 tenors. Yeah, those were the top 3 tenors back in the day. I actually went and saw Luciano Pavarotti live when he did his farewell tour, because like on his retirement tour, and it was everything I expected it to be. It was dope. But that's me. I'm a nerd. Like I love all kinds of music. So I enjoy the opera. I enjoy opera. I love opera music. I think it's dope. You know, it's a dying art, but it is something that's just dope. It's just different, you know. It's outside the box a little bit, but I like it. You know, like that voices used to be able to do that, and still are able to do that, but we don't do it that much anymore. But if you really think about it, all the people that we really cherish and appreciate, like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Luther Vandross, you know, so on and so forth. They're basically, it's almost like Celine Dion. It's almost like they are singing arias. It's like they're actually singing operatic songs, but they're just on top of pop tunes, if you really think about it.
Yeah. Occasionally on like America's Got Talent and those other like talent shows,
Yeah.
you'll end up having an opera singer show up, and like usually all the judges will hit their buzzers like right after they start singing.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's so rare to have someone come on that does that.
Who can actually sing that stuff? Yes, because it is a rare breed. Everybody's like da, 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 and all this breathy stuff, but no one's really like singing, So yeah, it's just something that I find interesting.
Is there any auto-tune opera?
You want to know something funny? The thing that you mentioned is a perfect example of auto-tuned opera from Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because she gets all like digital and stuff at some point.
Oh, yeah.
You can basically call that auto-tuned opera for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. So anyway,
wait for my comes out next week.
Yeah, right. So let's go into some birthdays, shall we? Let's wrap this ish up. By the way,
Give me
guys,
a little opera intro.
Happy birthday. You know what I mean? Let me do my operatic voice, my fake voice. But no. I was gonna say I will be on tomorrow. I mean, I will be on later on today, guys. So I was gonna see if you guys were down to be on for like 1 hour.
It depends on what time.
What time works for you?
Mine's later.
What time later?
Like it would be like an evening, like 8:30ish.
That's fine. Tom, how about you?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just 1 hour. Like I said, 1 hour.
Yeah.
We come on, we chop it up. We have some fun. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, cool.
That sounds good.
Cool. 8:30. 8:30 done.
8:30 works.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, because there's a lot more that we can discuss and talk about, and it's nice to have. But the 8:30 the 8:30 or when I do the 5 o'clock show is usually based solely around I focused on talking with everybody that is commenting in, but then of course I'm bringing in a few topics that we bring into the show or into that piece. So it's kind of like comment heavy from the chats, but also, I'm bringing in a few things and just kind of hanging out with them and everything. So it'll be a lot more loose based, but yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of other things, like bringing up other things that we missed in the morning show that I'll bring in on that, or we might rekindle a conversation that was cut off, because of time and all that, into the evening show. So if you guys are down for that, we will be on at 8:30 Central Standard Time today or tonight. So be sure to tune in for that as well, for sure. Anyway, let's go into the birthdays, shall we?
Yes. So let's see here.
And you know what? And you know what? Before you do that, because I don't care anymore, I'm pulling up the song. I don't care. It's not the same without the song, man. I'll keep it straight funky. It is not the same without the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Here we go. Yes. Happy birthday to everybody who's walked out of those velvet curtains and breathed in this wonderful thing called life. It is time for celebrity birthdays, and he's going to be describing the celebrity who is celebrating their birthday today. By all means, comment down below with the answer. If you get it right, you get a virtual high five from all of us. Anyway, let's see if you're smarter than me and Tom. Let's go.
Okay, so this American financier was born in 1837 and died in 1913. He's from Hartford, Connecticut, and he is an American business tycoon that was involved in banking, steel, and electricity. He formed the foundations and principles of modern business and created a company called General Electric. He was worth over $2 billion when he died and had a $50 million art collection.
Whoa.
He actually... What's that?
Is it Carnegie?
Nope. He had a suite on the Titanic Reserve when the ship went down. He was actually having an affair with a woman and wasn't on the ship.
Lucky him. What?
This is a big investment group that people use right now.
Is it a Rothschild? I don't know.
No, J.P. Morgan.
Oh, lucky him. All because of the vagina. All because of the vagina. Lots of vagina. Okay.
All right. This American singer-songwriter and musician out of New Haven, Connecticut, was born in 1967. She turns 53 years old today.
Okay.
She has a stage name Girly Sound when she started her career in the 90s. And then she released Exile in Guyville in 93. Never Said and Flower are her popular songs from that album. And then other famous songs are Super Fun Night and Don't Have Time and then Supernova.
Holy cow. You know for a fact you probably like use some songs that we don't know to make
Those
this
are her
difficult.
those are her top ones. Like Rolling Stone said Exile in Guyville was 327th position out of the 500 greatest albums of all time.
Whoa. Okay. Female. Where's she from again? One more time.
Connecticut. New Haven, Connecticut.
That doesn't help at all. Wait, when was that album? When did that album come out?
That
what
one
year?
was in 93.
93. Okay. So it's definitely not.
What kind of music does she?
Yeah.
Girly Sounds.
Huh?
Girly Sounds.
That doesn't help.
Yeah. Singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter. And he said girly sounds. That doesn't help either. Bruh, come on, man. That's
Extraordinary, Lost Tonight.
Is she part of like the Lyric Fest?
Wait.
I'm sure she might be in one of those.
In what? In what?
Never Said. What Makes You Happy. These are names of her songs. Girls, Girls, Girls. Polyester Bride. Why Can't I? Supernova. And then F and Run.
F
All right, you guys are
and Run?
Yeah. Liz Fair.
Oh my God.
Haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah.
Been a bit.
What? Okay.
Yep. All right. So out of Harlow, England, this pop singer is turning 46 years old today. She is best known as Posh Spice.
Oh, Victoria Beckham.
Correct. All right. We got this movie actress out of Houston, Texas, is turning 48 years old. She's a Golden Globe winning actor who for portraying a CIA secret agent, Sydney Bristow, in Alias.
Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Yep, Jennifer Garner.
Good job.
Let's see. Turning 61 years old today out of Handsworth, England. This TV actor is known for playing Ned Stark on Game of Thrones, Boromir in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Sean Bean, yes. Let's see here. We got two more. Out of Saskatoon, Canada. He died at the age of 61. Was born in 1954. This wrestler is known for getting a little rowdy.
Rowdy Piper. That was me. That was me. That was me. Okay. Dag nabbit.
And for the last one here, we got out of Newark, New Jersey, turning 50 years old today. You might see him in some of the first season of Chappelle's Show, pushing some of his bathroom products. He's been in the Jamie Foxx Show. His grandmother is Korean. One of his people that he always is with is Method Man.
Redman.
Yeah. Sorry not to give it too easy.
That was kind of both of us at the same time, but okay.
Yeah. But that's who we got for today. It's not it's very heavy on the TikTok and YouTube birthdays today.
Yeah, no one cares.
Not very many famous celebrities. So
yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, here, Mike. Yeah, what's his name? Who's that? Yeah.
Some of the. Oh, you mean the guy who did that prank and didn't? Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah.
But that's what's up.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yes, happy birthday to everybody. Congratulations. And for those who have passed that are celebrating their birthdays today as well, still, may they rest forever in heaven. Man, anyway, it has been a show today. It's been a good one. It's been a good one, guys. Yeah. I'd like to say it was a good one. To keep it on the positive. You know what I'm saying? The internet kind of went weird on us for a second there, but still, we persevered. We persevered, y'all. God is good. God is great. Something like that. Anyway, Jack, Tom, thank you guys so much for coming on. And I look forward to seeing you guys at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I look forward to that. That should be fun. You down? Of course, yes?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Awesome. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to the Sua family for coming onto the show. It was a blessing, and it was dope as hell to have them on because they are so talented. Be sure to check them out on youtube.com/the Sua Family, SUA. Go check them out. They are amazing, guys. You need a little bit of lights in your life? Check them out. What a wonderful, wonderful family. Anyway, we got to get going. And as I always say, be sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button. Tell your friends about us. Tell your mama. Tell your aunties. Tell your baby mamas, and your baby's mamas. I don't care. Tell everybody about this wonderful show called The Pascal Show. We will see you guys at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have some fun and play some games and talk some more news and all that stuff. So come join the craziness and fun. Let's turn up for a Friday. You know what I mean? It's the freaking weekend. Come to the show at 8:30. Anyway, much love to you guys. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys at 8:30 Central Standard Time. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this scrutiny. All the good people different to me.
Hey, take up your glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers, and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers and nothing unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range. So if you get hungry, come on by.